Monday morning in Osaka. Going to the bank right now. I checked with the front desk and this was the place they sort of recommended, but not really, because they couldn't guarantee that they'll exchange money for me. There is a money exchange machine at the bank, but it's giving a really bad exchange rate, so I'm going to take my chance walking to the bank, and then I'm going to head for the camera store, see about getting a camera. And I was looking on Amazon this morning and looking at prices here in Japan, in the Philippines, in Malaysia, and in America. And it looks like I messed up, because the camera that I'm planning to get is actually cheapest in America. But here in Japan is second cheapest. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get it here, if the camera store that I found even handles that type of camera. We'll find out on today's adventure. Okay, so I'm at the place where I might be able to find a camera, but at the entrance what I found is a Mentos machine and a Pringles machine. And next to that, a drink machine, another drink machine, and an ice cream machine. Nice. I'm trying to zoom in on the mountains, but my phone keeps focusing on the reinforcement in the glass. All right, so time to get caught up on expenses here. One of my taxi rides, I don't remember which one now, was 1,200 yen, which is $7.78. And the other taxi ride was $7.13. Okay. Then when I was waiting for the train, the bullet train, I bought Pocari Sweat, which is, I guess, one of those rehydration drinks. I'm not sure. It wasn't just pure water, though. And that was $1.05. Okay. And then when I got here to Osaka, I was thirsty again. So I got a bottle of water for 82 cents. Okay, and my left arm is getting tired holding the camera, so I got the right arm on it now. But the camera lenses are on the wrong side for my right hand. Okay, so then I got the breakfast here at the hotel, and it was 2,200 yen, which works out to $14.26. That's the most I've spent on a meal here. And USAA shows $14.29, so 3-cent difference. And that's probably just because I didn't look up for a couple of days what it was worth. So, you know, prices change. And the meal that I had before that, which was the gyoza and the modern omu, was $6.35 for the modern omu and $3.76 for the best gyoza ever, $1.01 in taxes, for a total of 1,716 yen, which is $11.12. USAA called it $11.15. But yeah, that meal was definitely worth every penny. But still, I find myself going to the 7-Eleven or the Lawson to get my most of my meals. because it's just, so much more convenient. That and the supermarket. Speaking of the supermarket, I got the water that I hope doesn't kill my CPAP because it's mineral water. And that 2-liter bottle was 96 cents. Then the Coca-Cola Zero, the 1.5 liters was $1.22. And I got a George something, and I don't remember what that was. Oh, that was the potato chips. That was 70 cents. The almond cookies were $1.15. Those dark things with the cat on the package were $2.45. Popcorn was 70 cents. Oh no, there's the chips at 64 cents. The hamu sandwich was $2.06. The mixed sandwich was $1.48. And the mini chocolate croissants were $1.15. Tax was 98 cents for a total of $13.28 for all of that. $13.31 according to USAA. All right. Then Lawson. I got some Evian there the first day here because I thought that would be what I needed, and that was my first mineral water in the CPAP. And I got 2 bottles of that for $1.75. I got a Coke Zero for $1.19. I got a cookie for $1.05. So a total of $4.01 at the Lawson. And then again at the Lawson, I got the 2 different kinds of coffee. They were both $1.19, and one of them said low sugar, and I could taste that it was low sugar. And the other one didn't say anything like that, but it was no sugar. Well, I don't know if it was no sugar, but it wasn't sweet. Okay, and then I had the one sandwich for $1.87, the other sandwich for $2.29, and that same cookie as before for $1.05. And that was all $7.61. $7.63 according to USAA. Okay, so that's it until lunchtime today. Well, no, that was breakfast. And then for lunch, I got that big old bottle of water for 83 cents. The cheese rings for 90 cents. You know what? I'm struggling here. I need to not struggle. Okay. I got the Frank on a stick for $1.19. I got the spiced chicken curry bread for $1.14. 32 cents tax, and then another 2 cents of a different tax for a total of $4.41 for lunch. Okay. And my big expense, the new camera. Okay. So the selfie stick was actually $31.50. That's a specialty item made by the Insta360, which is the maker of the camera. And I'm sure most of that charge is for the name. $31.49. The camera itself, I went with the 128 memory. It doesn't have a micro SD. I guess it's just too small. So I went ahead and got the one with the most memory available, just in case I need it. I probably will never come close to filling it up that much. But that one was $427.25, and probably about $40 less if I had bought it before I left the States, for a total of $458.74. So that is my biggest payout so far on this trip, except for transportation and lodging. So that's where we stand right now. Here we have this morning's breakfast. We have an egg sandwich, which is $1.85. We have, I had to get this just to see if it's any good. It's a potato salad and coleslaw sandwich, and that was $1.61. This one was $1.85. That one was $1.61. Okay, and then I got the coffee, which is actually latte, and it was $1.11. And here's the big expensive one. That is a chocolate roll, and it ended up being $1.93. Oh, and I finally discovered that the bag is 3 cents. Oh, 2 cents, 3 yen. And you can see it right there. 3 yen, that's for the bag. So altogether, it was $6.52 for a hearty breakfast. And then later on, I'll be heading out and experimenting with the new camera. And hopefully the next video will be shot on the new camera. Not this time because I've got it charging. It did have some charge, but I don't know if it had a full charge. So I went ahead and charged it. And hopefully tomorrow morning, I'll go for a walk. I hate walking. And we'll get our first video with the new camera.